And your name is Alan Cockrell?
There are two types of planes. Those first four are Yak 52s.
Yak 52s?
Yeah.
All right.
This one here
Okay.
is a Nanchang CJ6, another Yak 52, and a CJ6.
CJ6s and Yak 52s.
The Yak is a Russian design, and the CJ, the Nanchang, there's two, and there's another one on the way in too. Those are Chinese, and they actually all evolved from the same design. So even though they look quite different, there are some similarities in their parts and some of their instruments. For example, they all use air pressure. There's no hydraulics. Air pressure drives the landing gear, retraction, the flaps, the brakes, and even the engine start. There's no starter. It just spews air into the engine and starts it to spinning. They're all two-seaters, they're all trainers. The oldest ones are the Chinese versions, dating back to the 60s. And all the Yak 52s, even though they look like World War II airplanes, are no older than about 1982. And they all came from either China or one of the Russian republics. Back in the early 90s, when the Soviet Union went down, they started chopping these things up. And somebody over there found out that us Westerners would like to have them.
Yeah.
And so we actually got them for a song there for a while, and then the price started going up as availability went down. And now you can't get one anymore from Russia. You have to buy it from somebody here in the U.S. who's owned it. But anyway, we've had them for 5 to 10 years now, some of them. There are more of them in North Alabama than anywhere else in the country.
That's wonderful. Well, there's some beautiful machines.
They are. They're fun to fly. They're great fun. We go to air shows, fly-ins, and we fly together, and we're really good at formation.
Yeah, I've seen that one. You're all up there.
In fact, there's an organization, an international organization of owners of these airplanes, because there's a lot of them in Australia and England, UK, and all this formation flying is done by a book, a manual that's published that we all have to go by, and we get check rides. They check us to make sure that we're going by the manual, and we actually carry cards that says we're qualified to do it, even though the government doesn't require those cards. Our organization requires it.
So, for safety and
yeah, so that whoever you meet, you may meet somebody, an owner of one of these things that you don't know. Well, if he's got a card, then you know that he can fly safe formation.
Yeah.
Hey, they're briefing for a 4-ship in there, which does not include me, probably not you. Hey, when did you get your helmet?
I had that. I just don't wear it.
Well,
I don't wear it, unless we're doing the esprit de corps thing. Okay. I need to wear it.
Let's say we got a 2-ship up, and I got a guy in the back seat for you.
I've got a Coleman mosquito kitchen for sale. I'll take $25 for it.
Who's going to run it?
Gentlemen, I have a few minutes.
It's not real heavy.
I'll take $25 for it. I have a bicycle for sale. I got a 21 to see.
You want to do that?
I'll take 25 each.
Are you scared?
I had a 4-foot
If he's flying, I am.
fan.
I'm scared.
You should be. You saw me fly the other day.
I taught him. I'm scared. Okay, you fueled and ready?
That was my first join up as number 3.
700 for it.
Oh, you did outstanding.
I have a Craftsman.
I almost beat 2.
I was impressed with that. I don't know if you got lucky.
I got just lucky. I just got lucky. Because it sure wasn't from experience.
Okay, I'll introduce you to your guy.
And my son is looking to buy an amp and wiring.
Well, I
kit
appreciate
for
it.
a car.
Is there any address that you can, the listeners that I got on the web channel that
Again, telephone number is
people can donate to keep us, alive? And
And Greg, can I get that
You
number?
don't need to donate, but if anybody wants to
earlier.
comment,
587
what is the name of that website?
0373
Moontown Airport.
0915.
If you do a search engine for Moontown Airport,
Moontown Airport, okay.
that's the name of the airport we're out of. Not all of us, but most of us.
Okay.
And there may be a comment page on there, but the Moontown Airport page has a lot of pictures of these planes and talks about the Moontown Airport is a total sports airfield. There's no commercial at all. It's just grass. And so it's a really interesting website if they'd like to go to that. And you'll have to look up the URL. But if you do a search, it's Moontown. But otherwise, okay, there's another one they can go to that'd be good. Do a search on Red Star Pilots Association.
Okay.